So poor grandma, she was looking out for your Christmas Day. You got waylaid. Roxycodone, etc. Oxycodone.
Yes, sir.
You probably took the wrong exit. I was going to help you out if you went to see grandma, but you never did make it. So if you actually went to see grandma, then I can help you out because, as your lawyer said, you know, you had to make two hard choices: stay home or go visit grandma. But you never made it.
That's where I was.
So I can't help you.
That's where I was headed.
Yeah, I know you were headed there. You're headed to Sharps. That's where you're headed. You made it. You never made it to grandma, but you made it to Sharps. So I can't help you now. If you actually went to see grandma, then I'd say, hey, I thought you made it to Sharps. Anyway.
Upon being informed that his probation community control officer was looking for him, that's when he turned around, Judge. But I understand the court's thinking. I think we'll be able to document a lot of this stuff when we get to a bond hearing later on if you deny bond today.
Mr. Beatty, you have any suggestion about bond?
Yeah, Judge, I've given the circumstances as described in the 923 there.
What did they say?
Well,
He looks like he got waylaid by
well, what he got waylaid by was he realized his probation officer had spotted him where he wasn't supposed to be, and instead of calling the probation officer, say, hey, by the way, my grandma's dying, I got to go where I got to go, he then endangers the public with his driving and comes up with a not even a good fake story as to what's going on here. So it's obvious that he was being deceptive.
I guess we'll all find out, Judge.
We'll find out the truth. In the meanwhile, what's happening to grandma? That's my concern.
She's in the hospice care yesterday. She was put in hospice care yesterday. My probation officer called and confirmed that she had been in the residence and we saw, just to confirm my story.
And as the arrest report indicates, there is a more detailed report to follow, which I assume will document these things as well.
You weren't able to call the hospital to confirm that grandma's in there, do you, Mr. Berry? I know.
I got notified about this in general at about 4:55 yesterday, and spoke to him for the first time this morning.
I'm going to leave him with no bond. As you know, that's a temporary situation. Your attorney will petition the court. And as I said, if there was some evidence you actually visited grandma, then I can justify something. In any event, I'm going to leave it at no bond. Your attorney will petition the felony court, and they'll review that, okay?
Yes, sir.
Is there a next court date for...
It says 2/8 at 9:15.
Which judge?
Judge Mall.
Okay. We'll get a bond hearing with Judge Mall. Thank you very much, Judge.
Have a good day. I wish I can help you out.
I understand.
Next matter would be Hernandez. Number 28, madam.
Attorney or the defendant?
Counsel, state your name for the record so my clerk can have it, please. You have it, Madam Clerk?
I have it.
All right.
I'm Edward Reagan, Your Honor. To the right of me is Eduardo Hernandez Gonzalez.
Mr. Hernandez, what city you live in, sir?
Palm Beach.
Palm Beach. You're far away from home. What brought you up here? What brought you so far north?
Judge, he was arrested on a violation of probation in West Palm Beach. He initially was arrested, spent 10 days in jail. He was released, and then the violation did catch up, and he was rearrested and was extradited from Palm Beach County.
And you discussed the matter with the state attorney?
I did not. Mr. Hernandez was speaking with him, but I did hear the state attorney talk to the gentleman before me and saw that Judge had set a no bond. Judge Earp had set a no bond on this case. It is a situation where my client went on probation in July in front of Judge Earp on possession of marijuana over 20. He was stopped speeding, and the passenger in the vehicle was seen chewing what is believed to be marijuana. They searched the car and found a bag with trace amounts, and my client was arrested. I do have the probable cause if the court would consider it. It is being challenged down in Palm Beach County. I don't think it's the strongest case against my client. I did speak with his probation officer, Mr. LeBranche, He has been drug tested a minimum of 3 times, has never tested positive. The probation officer advised me that he was recommending a reinstatement with drug offender conditions. So I'd ask the court.
Mr. Beatty, what do you recommend?
Judge Judge Roberts, on behalf of Judge Earp, set no bond on the warrant. He's from out of county and he committed a new crime. That seems to me a reasonable bond.
Judge, he's 19 years old. He has, with the exception of this case that brought him here, he has nothing else. He was a student at Palm Beach Community College. He was a fitness instructor at LA Fitness.
What type of record he has? You have a record on him, Mr. Beatty, or not?
Yeah, we do. Well, no, I don't have a PTR sheet. I can tell you what he's...
But he had a DUI charge.
I'd have to go through the NCIC, look it up, see what we've got here.
Are you at liberty to tell me, assist the court with his record, counsel, or not?
Judge, I am aware of a DUI at the age of 17.
How old are you, sir?
19.
I can't, counsel, step aside.
Sorry, Your Honor.
How old are you?
19.
And where do you live?
In Palm Beach County, 5304 Cannon Way.
And who you live with?
I live with my mom and my dad
Where are they now?
at home.
Judge, we got a call yesterday from his mother who's called me. She calls me on every day, including Christmas, as to what's going on with her son. She's very involved. She would have been here this morning, but I'm from out of town and I'm familiar with the court process. So mom's a worker, dad works, and I could not give them any real comfort as to what the assistance would be, or I would have had them here to testify on his behalf.
His prior record includes the DUI referred to there, the marijuana charge he's on probation for here, driving with a suspended license. Yeah, basically he's arrested for the same sort of charge that he's currently on felony probation for, is why the violation.
Marijuana.
Yes.
Tell him that was my cousin's, and then he would
Yes.
testify that his...
Judge, if you wanted to look at the probable cause affidavit, I would make it available. It reports that traffic stop, the FHP was in air patrol, isolated his vehicle, they pulled him over, officer has him step out of the car.
Well, he's placed on probation here in Brevard County.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, obviously came from Palm Beach County and came here and did not quite comply with the laws here, which does not help him.
Well, I understand.
In other
that,
words, he traveled a long way to violate the law. He
did.
came here.
well, he accepted that, Your Honor, and
Yeah.
he pled guilty, and I'm being...
Are you working now, sir?
I was fired because initially the 12 days that I was arrested waiting for the transfer.
Anyway, the affidavit will act as probable cause. Generally, as a matter of protocol, we don't change the bond set in a probation matter. Because the judge who is in charge of the probation has a detailed account of the case, more so than we do. I've taken into account the nature of these charges. I'm going to step out of line here, and I'm going to set a bond. I'm going to give you a bond of $15,000 cash or surety. You need to live within the law. You understand that? I didn't hear you.
Yes, sir.
You don't leave where you live and come here and violate the law.
I understand.
And when you're on probation, that means we don't want to send you to jail. Next time you violate your probation, guess what? No bond will mean no bond, and you're going to jail. In fact, you're going to prison. You understand that?
I understand, sir.
$15,000 cash or surety. That will conclude this matter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next matter, we have Gregory Mann.
Number 34, Judge.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Tony Hernandez on behalf of the accused.
What's your name, sir?
Greg Van,
Which city you live in?
Elmer, Florida.
What type of work you do?
I'm a plumber.
Let's hear you, counsel.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Your Honor, there has been a bond set at $2,000. We would go ahead and agree to the probable cause and accept the $2,000 bond.
Affidavit will act as probable cause, madam. He has private counsel. Bond will remain at $2,000.
Thank
You
you.
need to toe the line. You're on probation. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You need to report to the probation officer and comply with the terms and conditions.
Yes, sir.
That will conclude this matter.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good to see you,
You
Judge.
left it at 2,000, Your Honor?
Yes. 2 minutes recess, I'll get up this paperwork for private counsel. Work you do?
Bartender.
Driving while license suspended and traffic control device. Can't drive without a license, you understand that? You have a record in them here? Yes, I got it right here. Deposit bad checks, driving while license suspended, failed to appear, 2 failures to appear. You have family in Brevard County?
Yes, I do.
And people know you're in here?
Yes.
Who's your family?
Family Hayes.
Find it probable cause to hold her, I'll reduce her bond to $250, cash or surety. Next. Next matter will be Greenleaf, Mary Greenleaf, number 13. Thought we just had that, number 23, Mary Greenleaf.
It's a VOP, Judge, so you won't have
Say it again?
You won't have a sheet. It's a VOP.
Okay, Miss Greenleaf, what city you live in?
Island.
Pardon me?
You're at Island.
What type of work you do?
I'm a stay-at-home mom and wife.
You got a violation of probation, madam, fraudulent use of personal info. You got no bond, remains unchanged, public defender appointed.
Thank you.
Next matter will be McGill, Tiffany McGill, 36 and 37. I got on my heavy jacket. Yes, madam, you charged with felony petty theft. You have an on-site no bond. You understand that? Which city you live in?
Titusville.
You got a VOP and then you got a new charge. Violation of injunction for protection. You know what that means? Violation of injunction for protection, go near, don't go near, don't call, don't visit, don't have anything to do with the person. You understand that? You don't get it?
He told me to come.
Don't tell the judge.
Never mind.
$2,500 cash or surety for the violation of the injunction. No bond on the VOP. Don't call, don't visit, don't have anything to do with the person. Charles McGill. Understand that? Don't call, don't visit. In fact, I'm going to reduce the bond to $1,000 cash or surety. $1,000, madam. Lee Biddix is out of court yesterday, right?
Yeah, Judge, he was here yesterday on a file ROR. The state had no filed the case because it's being picked up by Palm Beach County, and now he's here on the Palm Beach County.
3 working days to come and get you, sir. You understand that?
Yeah.
Have a good day. Next matter would be Keck, Gregory Keck. Which city you live in, sir?
Titusville.
What type of work you do?
I'm unemployed at the moment.
Trespass and possession of less than 20 grams. Find it probable cause to hold him. Each will be $250 each, madam. Reducing your bond by half. Stay away from this place. Don't go back there. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Absolute, complete stay away. If not, you're going to come back and see me again. You don't want that, do you?
No, sir.
I'm helping you out this time. I'm giving you a New Year present. Cutting your bond by half. You understand that?
Yeah, what makes it a total of what?
Your bond is $1,000. I'm reducing it to $500. Have a seat. Your matter's over. Next, Saldana, Alexander Saldana. Yes, sir, Mr. Saldana, you're charged with domestic violence. The victim is Erica Cruz. Don't call, don't visit, don't have anything to do with her. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Absolute, complete stay away. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Don't call, don't visit. I'm checking your record. You have an aggravated battery on a pregnant person. That was in 2010. Complete stay away. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Your bond will be $3,500 cash or surety. Don't call, don't visit, don't have anything to do with her. Next matter will be
Judge,
Yes, sir.
may he have one-time return?
One-time return, sir. You live there? You live with her in the house?
Yes.
One-time return, no more than 30 minutes to pick up personal items. Thank you. Alves, number 9 and 11, madam. I put it back there, number. Which city you live in?
Melbourne, Florida.
What type of work you do?
Lawn service.
Let's see what you charge with Mr. Alves. We got your paperwork right here.
It's an on-site violation driving while suspended license.
You got driving while license suspended, safety belt. Your on-site violation, my friend, resisting arrest without violence. The on-site violation, madam, will be $7,500, $7,500.
Two of those, Judge. You have that on
State's
both?
requesting no bond on the VOP. He's on probation for fleeing and eluding, and
No,
his new charge
It
is
says
driving
resisting
with
without violence.
I'm on probation for resisting without violence.
With violence, it says here, sir.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm on probation for, not freed and eluding.
Hold on a
He also
minute,
has
we've got fleeing and eluding. So.
In possession of
Oh,
control.
plus, Judge, he's already out on a VOP.
Only reason I was driving because my sister.
Sir, don't talk
I
about
want to
that.
talk to him. Only reason I was.
Say that.
I want to talk to him.
Don't say that to the court.
Only reason.
All right, you've advised him, counsel, he wishes to proceed anyway. You've advised him, let the record reflects he's speaking contrary to the advice of his counsel, yes.
Yes, sir. Only reason I was driving because my sister was driving for me, and she was driving a trailer, as you can see in the police report. That when I was pulled over, it was a black truck with a trailer with lawn equipment on it. She was driving me around to do work because I have to do work to support for my daughter, and she almost caused a 2-car collision. Doesn't know how to drive with a trailer, and so that's when I got behind the wheel and drove home, and I was done for work for today. That's the only reason I was driving.
You got number 9 for Alves, possession of controlled substance without prescription. On site, I'm going to give him a bond, madam, $7,500. The next matter, resisting with violence, $7,500. And the driving while license suspended, the bond will be $500, cash or surety. You got a bond, sir? Public defender appointed on all matters.
Yes, sir.
You realize he's out on bond on VOPs now?
I understand that. You got a $15,000. You can make that. Bernstein, Zachary Bernstein, number 15.
Can I have a moment to talk to the public defender for a second, please?
Yes, definitely. Possession of less than 20, less than a kid, falling too close. See what the record like. Interviewed, possibly defended murder state since turning 18. He had stopped all medicine that he was taking. Also said behavior has become more and more erratic. He was very concerned with his well-being. I gotta move on, sir.
Hello.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
You got money to pay for your attorney?
No.
Public defender appointed. He has a clean record. Is that correct, Mr. Beatty? I see nothing.
Yes,
criminal
Bernstein.
convictions.
Possession of less than,
Possession of paraphernalia this year.
yes, possession of less than 20, madam, 250. Paraphernalia, 250. Drug paraphernalia, 100 and 100. 250, 250, 100 and 100. Public defender appointed. Probable cause in each and every count. Have a seat, sir. Callahan, number 17. Carrying a concealed firearm, possession. How old are you?
18, sir.
How long you live in Brevard County?
About 10 years.
Find it probable cause to hold you. Public defender appointed. Mr. Beatty, what's the suggested bond for carrying a concealed firearm? You got a clean record.
I
You're 18?
have a previous marijuana charge, but it's under 20. It was on the passenger side. I didn't know it was in there.
Talk about the incident.
I just have a marijuana record.
Judge, it depends on if you consider possession of a concealed firearm a violent or a non-violent second-degree felony. If it's a violent, it's $15,000. If it's non-violent, it's $5,000.
All right. I find it probable cause to hold him. Public defender appointed, all bonds remain unchanged.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, the carrying concealed firearm is below the schedule that they've got listed here.
I'll put that at 2,500, madam. You're not to own, possess, or carry any firearms or illegal drugs. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Next time, you're on notice now. Next time, you're gonna get a high bond or no bond.
Yes, sir.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Not to own, possess, or carry any firearms or illegal drugs. This is your last call. You know why you get a break? Because you got a clean record. We've seen many 18-year-olds. Your record is far better than many we've seen. Don't mess it up. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You ain't gonna get this break again.
Appreciate it.
You follow me?
Yes, sir.
And whether it's on the passenger side, wherever, it ain't gonna work. It only works once. So you're getting a reward for your good record.
All right, thank you.
Have a seat.
Okay.
Swartz, Kyle Swartz.
Divine, Judge.
Say it again?
Surety bond.
Swartz, surety bonded, they said, madam.
Thank you.
So you are, sir?
Davidson?
Number 18, contempt of court, failure to serve farm time, sir. You're making a small matter real big.
Yeah.
You got a paraphernalia charge, which is a small charge to begin with. You get some farm time, and guess what? How much farm time you had?
10 days.
And how much you did?
I thought that I knew that I had time to do it, and then some stuff went down with my old lady, and I was actually in here for the last 4 months. I had to do it, and I ran out of time.
I know. Well, guess what? You got time to do it right here, in jail.
Judge, Mr. Davidson intends to represent himself.
You going to represent yourself?
Yeah.
Your case is coming up on February 26th. Bond remain and change. And he will represent himself, madam. Next matter will be Rankin, Donnie Rankin, number 42. Trespass, fail to leave property upon warning. You cannot go back here, you understand that?
Yeah.
Completely stay away. Which city you live in?
Crossing, Fireworks place.
Which city you live in?
West Melbourne.
Don't go back there, you understand that, to this place here, you understand that?
All right.
If not, you're gonna stay in here for a long time. You like it in here?
No.
It's a little warm in here, I could let you stay for a couple of months. Cool outside. You wanna stay in here for a couple of months?
No.
Probable cause to hold him, public defender appointed, bond remain unchanged, no return. Grisham, David Grisham.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing today, sir?
What's your name?
David Lee Grisham Jr., sir.
You write books?
Oh, no, sir. I wish I was related to him, sir. He writes some pretty good books.
I hear there's a Grisham that write books and they said you're the man.
No, sir. It's John Grisham, sir. My name is David.
Oh, you're David?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I thought you're the man. David, John Grisham wrote a book. You
Yes,
David or you're John?
I'm David, sir.
David wrote a book, says how much time you gonna give me? That's the book called.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Mr. Majeed, sir, Your Honor, sir.
The book is called How Much Time You Gonna Give Me?
I'm asking, please give me a bond, sir. That's all, sir.
Oh, that's a different book.
Yeah, I got 2 twins at home, sir. I have 2 9-month-old girls.
Two
at home.
twins?
Yes, sir. I got 9-month-old twins.
Well, God bless you. That's a miracle. Twins is a miracle.
It's more of a headache than a miracle, because when one cry, both of them cry.
You got driving while license suspended, habitual traffic offender. That's an on-site VOP, sir.
Yes, sir.
And they got you for no bond, and why? Because you keep on driving again.
No, sir. No, sir. Now, Mr. Majeed, honestly, when the man stopped us, the passenger who owned the car, only reason I was driving because he swore his ankle was swole. He showed the police. The police say his hand was tied behind his back, that he had to take me, being that I was on probation, sir. He wanted to let me go because he seen the man hand was swole, and the dude that was in the car with me, he said, sir, this is my car. Only reason he's driving is because my ankle swole. I can't drive. We're trying to get back to Cocoa. And the officer told me, Mr. McGowan said his hand was tied behind his back because I was on probation. So he had to take me to jail. So, you know what I'm saying? All I asked for a bond, sir. That's it. I'm not AMA. I'm not JLA, sir. I just want a bond, sir. Please.
Possession of cocaine. VOP, cocaine.
No, sir. No, sir. I'm not on probation for that, sir. I'm on probation for driving while license suspension.
Sale of contraband, VOP, no DL, false name, criminal mischief, petty theft, attempted sale, grand theft, stolen credit card, cocaine, manufacture and deliver, aggravated battery on a pregnant person, tampering with a witness.
I never got found guilty of none of that, sir. I have a bad record, sir. I made a lot of mistakes when I was younger. I'm 33 now, sir. My whole mind frame has changed, sir.
As I said, my friend, as you see, I help a lot of people. I can't help you.
I'm sorry, listen, Mr. Majeed, sir.
I'm going to listen to you when you're finished. You're finished. You understand that? But I'm going to listen to you now, and then when I talk, you don't talk again. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to listen to you. Go ahead.
Mr. Majeed, I understand I made a lot of, I mean, you look at my record, you see a lot of mistakes that I made in my life. But you look at my record, you don't see the positive mistakes and the positive changes that I made for myself, sir. You know what I'm saying? I have a family that I support legitimately. You know what I'm saying, sir? I just want to go home to my family, sir. That's it. You know what I'm saying? All I ask is for a bond, sir. I know I made a lot of mistakes. I can't change my past. I can only change my future. And that's what I'm trying to change. I'm trying to change my future, not my past. I can't do nothing about it, sir.
You finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay, my turn to speak now. When I speak, it's over.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to hear anything more from you. Understand that?
Yes, sir.
You're a habitual traffic offender.
Yes, sir.
You're not supposed to be driving. We put you on probation because we don't want to lock you up. That's why we put you on probation. Then guess what? You have no respect for the law or the probation. You keep on driving. Now you keep saying, oh, my friend's foot is... come on. Tell that story to your friends on the street. Don't tell that story to me, because it don't make no sense. Secondly, it's a real unlucky man, very unlucky fellow, who's driving for the first time and he's not supposed to be, and get caught. So here's what I know. You've been driving a lot, and you just got caught this time. You got no respect for the law. And here's something else. When you run into somebody and hurt them and their family, you got no insurance. So that person's out of everything. And you got twins. Would you like somebody to do that to you, run into you when they got a bad record, they got no insurance? Would you like somebody to do that to you? No, sir. You got no bond. That's my ruling. You got no bond. And I've taken the time to...
No bond.
There you go. No bond on both matters, madam.
No bond on both matters.
Appointing a public defender, right? Still.
Yes. Public defender appointed. Next matter.
That should be Mr. Sheffield, if you wanted to do him a particular
Yes,
order.
yes, bring him
Okay.
up.
Mr. Sheffield.
Mr. Sheffield, you're back here today, sir. I will advise you to remain silent. Do not speak, because every word you say could and would be used against you. You understand that?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
The matter is here for review of your bond status. Judge Roberts, we've made contact with Judge Roberts, who put you on no bond. We've taken into account the nature of your charges. And we're going to have a recommendation that we're going to release you. That you need to get some help for alcohol treatment. You understand that? Do you understand what I just said to you?
Very plainly.
You need to register and show proof when you come before Judge Roberts that you have registered and start attending Alcohol Anonymous. You understand that?
Very plain, sir.
Now, Mr. Beatty, just so we can articulate it properly, there's some other terms and conditions because we want him to be supervised and be subject to random alcohol testing. And would you please articulate for the court how best we can accomplish that?
In addition to all his conditions of probation, which he has to comply with, he is now, as a condition of his release, placed on pretrial release, subject to random alcohol testing a minimum of once per week. He cannot consume any alcohol, period, whatsoever, under any circumstances.
You're not to own, possess, or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. You understand that?
Yes, I do have a question.
I'll take your question. When you are released, you have 72 hours after your release to report to your probation officer. You understand that?
Yes.
You know where you have to report?
Yes, and that answered my question.
72 hours after your release, you must report to the probation office. Then, is there someone back there in pretrial? Right back there, they usually sit there. He has to report to pretrial also, right? Mr.
Yes,
Beatty?
he has to report to pretrial release, and he will be subject to random alcohol testing a minimum of once a week.
You understand
Could be every
that?
day, but it's going to be a minimum of once a week.
Yes, I do understand. And where do I check into the pretrial?
All right, have them come up and explain to this gentleman. That's exactly what we're gonna call somebody up. Is she gonna come up there?
She's getting paperwork for him, Judge.
Okay.
I'm still going to hire counsel.
You're gonna retain your own attorney, right?
Yes.
You're not to own, possess, or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. There's a belief by the judge that alcohol is a substantial factor in many of your problems. They're going to tell you now where you report. You're going to be monitored by them unless the probation takes over. You're going to be subject to random testing. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
At your cost. If you caught violating, you get no more chance. You're going to be in here forever. You're not getting out again. You're not going to see daylight. You understand that?
Yes.
All right, let him come and tell him where he's got to report. They'll tell you right now.
Now, I have one more question. Do I have to go in front of Judge Roberts, or is this all finished today as long as I go with what this is?
It's not finished, sir. You're going to get a court date to show up before Judge Roberts. This is not finished. This is just to decide whether you're not going to be released or stay in jail. This has nothing to do with your probation case. What's his court date before Judge Roberts, madam?
February 17th.
We gave him that yesterday, right?
We did.
We're going to give him that again today or not?
We can if you'd like, yes.
Yes. We gave you the date yesterday. We're going to give it to you again today. When you finish, madam, give it to me. I'm going to mark a big red on it. If you don't show up, sir, if you continue drinking alcohol, if you continue violating the law, you're looking at a long time in prison, my friend. You understand that?
100%. It will not happen.
Well,
This is a big break. This is a
we're
big
rooting
break.
for you. Alcohol is a big problem to fight. You cannot fight it without help. How long do you have to sign up and register for AA? Within 72 hours after you release, you must sign up and start attending AA. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you cannot help yourself, then the court will take that into account that you don't want to help yourself. Then we put you in prison, behind bars.
Miss Palmer.
Ma'am, would you tell him where he has to report for pretrial, please? Tell him what he has to do.
Over everything with him on this.
Okay, his
Miss
case is
Palmer.
finished. Miss Palmer?
Miss Palmer.
Yes.
Would you like a copy of all of this since it was late out onto the docket?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, madam. Everyone come in before the court. Stand and raise your right hand as best as you can. Stand and raise your right hand as best as you can. Do each of you swear in a form to tell the truth and nothing but the truth? Have a seat. When you come before the court, you have many rights. We'll walk an extra mile to respect and protect all your rights. You have a right to be heard. Anything you wish to say to me, I would listen to you very carefully. In fairness to you, I must tell you that if you speak, it will be recorded and could and would be used against you later on. So, madam, now it's clear from Mr. Sheffield, he's off the no bond status and you're going to be released today, right?
PTR.
Yes.
Yes, and we've given a copy. We're going to give a copy to Miss Palmer
Thank you.
of all the conditions.
You have a right to be represented by an attorney. We appoint a public defender to represent each and every one of you. If you can afford your own attorney, let us know. You have a right to know what you're charged with. I'll read you your charges and give you the paperwork pertaining to your charges. You have a right to a fair and reasonable bond. I did take many factors into account before I set your bond. A critical factor is whether or not you pose a threat to others. When we call your name, step forward, repeat your name for me, tell me which city you live in and how long. All right, Madam Clerk, are we ready to go or not?
Ready to go.
Okay, number 1, Biddix, we took care of. Number 2, Broderick Campbell, that is picked up. Number 3, Grillo, surety bonded. Announce them for my clerk, they need to know everything. Kaepernick, we took care of. Williams, these are all picked up, right?
Yes.
Number 6, that was dispo. Number 7, James Johnston, fugitive warrant, picked up. Number 8, we dispose of. Madam, number 9, we took care of. Alves, we took care of, 7,500. Number 10, 7,500. Number 11, 500. Number 12, Corey Allen Andrews,
Yes, sir.
Violation of probation, the judge set you at no bond, sir. That will remain unchanged. Public defender appointed. I see you had Ernie Chang. Is he still your attorney?
No, sir.
Public defender appointed. Have a seat. Aubrey Nicole Barrera, we took care of that. Ronald Begley.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Begley, you got a failure to appear, sir. The judge set you a $70,000 bond. You understand that? Remain unchanged. Public defender appointed.
All right, you know where my next court is gonna be?
Yes, your court date is January 26th in Vieira.
Early resolution.
Early resolution? Solve it that day?
That's what's scheduled.
Yes, sir. Anything else I can help you with?
Any way I can solve this today?
No.
Yeah, you can solve it today. Number one, you're looking at 15 years in prison. 15 years, you're looking at 45 years in prison. You want to take care of it today? We can help you out.
Oh, no, I ain't.
No, you don't want to do that.
No.
Is that correct, Mr. Beatty? 15
Yeah,
years?
I'll be happy to sit down and do a score sheet if he wants to please straight up to the 45
You're
years.
looking at 45 years in prison.
I don't think he'll do that, Judge, but thank you for the offer.
Okay, we're trying to help you out. I woke him up. Number 16, Maria Brown. That's you, madam?
Mariah.
Mariah Brown, you're charged with battery on Victoria Emerson. Don't call, don't visit, don't have anything to do with her. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Complete stay away. Violation of injunction, dating violence, that was previous matter. How long you live in Brevard County?
For 2 years.
Where you move from?
From Kentucky.
Can't violate the law. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Don't call, don't visit, don't have anything to do with Victoria.
Yes, sir.
Find a probable cause to hold her. Complete stay away, no return.
Yes, sir.
$500 each, remain unchanged. Next matter I have is number 19, is that correct? Densley.
Yes, 2 cases.
Ashley Elizabeth Densley, grand theft and on-site VOP, madam. You got no bond, remain unchanged. Next matter you have is retail theft. You're committing more crimes, resisting merchandise. Retail theft, madam, will be $750. Resisting recovery, $750. The VOP is no bond. Have a seat, public defender appointed.
Is there any way I can please?
Let's hear you, madam. Anything you'd like to tell me?
Yes, sir. Can I please have a bond? I'm not begging you. I have 2 children. I need to start my job on Tuesday. I promise I'm a hard worker. I have never been in trouble over this past year. It's just been a very hard year, and I cannot be away from them and not have my household.
How old are your children?
9 and 6.
Where are they now?
There was my husband, and he has to work, and my mom's out of town, and she normally helps, and they don't go back to school until
What do you say,
next
Mr.
Monday.
Beatty, on account of a record? She got a grand theft retail value here. Looks like she's stealing from the store all the time.
She's on probation for grand theft and committed a new theft and has a prior theft on top of that. The only way she's not going to steal is if she's
You gotta-
in jail.
I swear I have a
We're asking
problem.
for
I'm
no
going to
bond.
take classes. I promise.
You gotta take care of it, you gotta take care of it before you get in here, not once you're in here.
I know.
I wanna help you, I wanna help your kids, but you put me in a bad spot. You put me in a tough spot. You know, I mean, as Mr. Beatty said, you got 3 times. You had one before. We got to put you on probation for one. We don't want to lock you up.
I know.
That's why we put you on probation. We don't want to lock you up. But when we put you on probation, forget the court. I'm going to go do the same thing over and over again. You do have a problem. That's the first step.
No,
You do
I
have
know
a
I
problem.
do.
You need to get some help.
I know I do.
Your kids need you.
No, they
And I wish I could help you out, but I can't.
please.
You put me in a tough spot. Bond remain unchanged. The most I'm going to do, madam, retail theft, $500. And $500 instead of $750 each. It's not going to help her much, but good luck to you.
$500 on each?
Yes.
Okay, no, still no bond though on the...
Yes. Maurice Gilchrist.
Yes.
You got driving while license suspended and you failed to appear. No $2,000 bond, remain unchanged. Resisting officer and driving while license suspended. Resisting madam, $750.
So I didn't resist. All I did, I told him the wrong name, but I didn't
We'll
resist.
talk about the incident.
Well, thank you there.
And 7, you told him the wrong name, and driving while license suspended, 2,500, madam.
Thank you.
So the 500 becomes 750, and the next 500 becomes 2,500.
Thank you.
Public defender appointed. Next matter will be Keith Greggs, number 24.
Mr. Griggs intends to hire or represent himself, Judge.
You gonna get your own attorney, sir?
No, sir.
How old are you?
27.
Did you fill out the paperwork for the public defender?
No, sir.
Will represent himself, madam. You're charged with domestic violence. I'm checking at your record here. You got abuse of elderly, battery, domestic violence by strangulation. Victim Marlon Williams, your mother. Don't call, don't have anything to do with her. You understand that?
Yes, sir. Can I add something real quick?
Yes, hear you.
My first time being arrested was in June, and I was supposed to have been out on RR, but I was in jail for a whole month. So when I finally went to go and see Judge Murphy,
Back up just a
oh, I'm
little.
sorry. By the time I went to go and see Judge Murphy, he agreed that I was supposed to have been out the next day. So can I get RR now since I didn't get it last time? I stayed in jail the whole month. It was
That's a very good move. If you didn't get it then, you ought to get it now, right?
Sir.
Yeah, but it says here you're beating up your mom.
No, those charges was dropped because it was false. So that case is closed. It got closed in August.
I see.
Yes, sir.
Says your mom is a victim now. You're charged with domestic violence now.
Yeah, and she has a mental problem too.
I see.
Yes, sir.
That'll make it worse. You're beating up a person with a mental problem.
No,
that
sir.
don't help you. That state now gonna aggravate the charge. You're abusing a mentally informed person.
No, I've never put my hands on her at all. She's just mentally ill. But I was just trying to see if I get it now since last time.
No, it don't work that way.
Okay.
I find it probable cause to hold you. Your bond would be $3,500 cash or surety. Don't call, don't visit. Complete stay away from your mom. You understand that?
It's supposed to be $500, sir, for the charge of an M3.
Your bond is $3,500. Don't call, don't visit, don't have anything to do with her. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Complete stay away. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Keep your hand to yourself. If not, we'll keep the handcuffs on you. You understand that?
Yes, sir. I'm just completely innocent. Like they dropped my charges in August when I was innocent then. I'm innocent now.
Have a seat. You don't get off easy for hitting your mom. Cherry Habersham. Driving while license suspended, possession of less than 20 grams of cannabis. Which city you live in? Which city do you live in?
Melbourne.
What type of work you do?
I take care of my disabled mom.
What's your name?
Three.
I can't hear you.
Three.
You're charged with driving while license suspended, reduced grand theft, reduced prior arrest, grand theft. You need to get a valid license, madam. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Can't drive without a license.
Yes, sir.
Find it probable cause to hold her. DWLS 500, possession of less than 2250. Public defender appointed. Have a seat. We took care of number 28. Number 29, Michael Allen Jastremski.
Surety bond, Judge.
What's your name?
Michael Jastremski, sir.
Pardon me?
Michael Allen Jastremski, sir.
You didn't surely bonded. He's right here.
They told us he bonded.
He's right here, looking at us.
He may have come in at the time that he bonded. He may not have just been pulled, so we can check on that.
Driving while license suspended, careless driving, all terms and conditions, the bond remain unchanged. But because he bonded out probably on that, right?
Jastremski.
Yes. Public defender appointed. Pardon me? He bonded on this case?
Mr. Jastremski, there's no
Deputy,
change to
have
the
him step
bond,
back.
so if you've bonded, they're just going to
If
release
somebody
you.
posted a bond for you, you'll be getting out.
Thank you, Judge.
David Jensen.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you doing, my friend? You got a matter here that you're not showing up for, a DUI.
Yes, sir. My truck broke down. I was
I
visiting
know that.
my ill mother in Brevard County.
God bless you.
I know she's.
You never made it to the truck broke down on poor mom. She's still waiting for you to visit her.
I know.
Isn't that terrible?
She's doing bad.
I know, but you never made it. You never made it.
I know. I did not, sir.
And guess what? You ain't gonna make it now because you're gonna stay in here on a $5,000 bond.
I understand, sir. This case has been going on for a while.
Yes.
The state has extended an offer to me 3 times for
for misdemeanor probation, you know, with all the requisite classes and stuff like that.
Yes.
And my mom needs me, and the money I can bond out, but the money that I have, I need it for my mother's medication and for my children. I have two beautiful kids that I'm taking care of.
How old?
As they're 13 and 14. They're going to be 14 and 15 in the next few months. And the plea agreement has been that they would give me, you know, the probation for misdemeanor.
I like to listen to folks, but you know what? Yeah, you're such a nice fellow. You got a sick mom, you got two young, beautiful kids. My heart bleeds for you. But right now, you got a failure to appear, your bond remains unchanged. Have a seat.
Is there any way I can
Have a
get
seat.
reduction? Thank you, sir.
Yelitza Kaiser.
Yes, Your Honor.
You got violation of probation, madam. What city you live in?
Titusville?
You got possession of cocaine. I wish I can help you, but the judge put you at no bond. I can't change that. The felony judge. You understand that?
Okay.
And you're on probation. That means we don't want to send you to jail, but Destiny Landry.
Judge, she intends to hire.
Landry will hire?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll retain. Ma'am, what city you live in?
Andrew.
What type of work you do?
Kaiser.
Kaiser, some
Kaiser.
higher.
I'm a waitress at Rody's.
What's your name?
Destiny Landry.
How long you live in Brevard County?
On and off my whole life, sir.
You're on probation? A judge set you bond at $2,500, and when you release, you must report to probation within 48 working hours. You understand that?
Yes.
Have a seat. McCarthy, Kenneth McCarthy.
Yes, sir.
Flee. You got a warrant for your arrest, sir. Fleeing or eluding, driving while license suspended, habitual offender, resisting without violence. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You got a copy of the warrant?
Yes, sir.
The bond is stated on the warrant and will remain unchanged. The bond will be as stated on the warrant, Madam Clerk.
Thank you.
Public defender appointed.
So what's the bond on the warrant?
9,000.
9,000?
5, 2, and 2. 5, 2, and 2. You understand that?
All right, thank you.
Next matter will be Brent Maroney.
He's released, sir.
He was released, Your Honor.
He's in the house, yeah.
Already gone, Judge. Peter Snyder, I believe, is your next.
How we doing?
We're good. Fantastic.
Did a lot of these. Sonia Michelle Peter Snyder. Which city you live in, madam?
Indialantic.
What type of work you do?
I work for an engineering company.
How long you live in Indialantic?
Almost 20 years.
Pardon me?
Since 1996.
What type of work you do? And you said you work for an engineer?
Yes.
Doing what?
Permitting.
William Snyder, your husband.
Yes.
Don't call, don't visit, don't have anything to do with him. How many years you been married?
Since 1999.
You have a very good record. How long you live in Brevard County, you said?
Since 96.
Ms. Abedi, what do you suggest?
Ordinarily, Judge, with no prior record like this, what I would do is pretrial release, no contact with the victim, no going to where he lives and or works.
We're going to give you a break today because of your good record. You saw me give somebody a break earlier because of a good record. We're going to release you on a PTR. Is that correct, Ms. Abedi?
PTR, yeah, pretrial release. Just check in with PTR is all she's got to do.
Don't go back where he lives. Don't call him. Don't visit him. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Judge, may we have one-time return?
You may go back once with the police for 30 minutes to regain your essential items. Public defender appointed. Shepherd, Portia Lynn Shepherd. Which city you live in, madam?
Titusville.
What type of work you do?
I just got a job at Arby's cashier.
Looking at your record here, you got a little drug problem, ma'am.
Yes, and I have 3 kids as well.
Yeah, but so that don't help you. You got a drug problem and 3 kids. Okay, how does that help you?
Right, well, I'm
Yeah, well, what I want to
Like,
hear...
I just started my NA. I was supposed to start tomorrow at
I know.
9:30
Most
in
people
the
start
morning.
tomorrow. If you told me you started yesterday, that would help you. But starting tomorrow, that don't help you.
So that's what he ordered. My probation officer ordered for me to start Wednesday at 9:30.
Start tomorrow. Yeah, that don't help you. That hurts you.
Very.
So everything you've told me so far hurts you. No, if you told me you started yesterday, that would help you.
I was here yesterday. I actually admitted to him that I was going to fail a drug test, OD drug test.
I understand that. So the only way to keep you away from the drugs and the drug dealers is how? You know how? Huh? Do you know how?
To stay away from them.
Yeah. And how are you going to get you to stay away from them?
I was away from them. So I did the situation on Christmas. They came and
Yeah. Let me tell you how, ma'am. Keep you in here. That's how. I want to help you, but I can't help you. You got no bond will remain unchanged, and I'm doing this for your children. You understand that? No bond remain unchanged.
when's my next court hearing?
Next December 2016. That way you'll be clean.
Judge, this next gentleman will need a Spanish interpreter.
Do you want to pass something till the end?
Just a minute. Señor, ¿cómo se llama?
Omar Soto,
¿A dónde vives?
en Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico? It's in Puerto Rico, it's Brevard County. How did you get here?
No understand.
¿A dónde trabaja?
No, estudio. Study.
Charge of possession of drug paraphernalia, co-defendant, Liberatore. Is that person in jail?
No, sir.
Okay, let's pass on Mrs. Soto Amor. Señor, ¿a dónde vives? ¿A dónde? Siéntese, por favor. We'll pass on him, we'll call up the interpreter, madam. Story, Ronald Eugene Story. You got a failure to appear, sir, and robbery with no firearm. The judge said you had no bond. You understand that?
Sir.
Public defender appointed, no bond.
I don't need a public defender on them cases there.
You don't need a public defender?
Not on the cases of the robbery and
He
firearms.
doesn't need a public defender, madam.
No, on the robbery and firearms, sir. I got Brand Brito on that.
Okay, he's got private counsel. Have a seat. Ronald Eugene Story.
That's what we just did.
You don't need, he has Brand Brito,
I
madam.
need public defender on this here.
You're gonna have private counsel on both. You understand that? That's how it works. You can pay for one, you can pay for them. Have a seat. Private will retain counsel, madam. Kial Swartz. Kial Hudson Swartz.
Surety bonded, Judge.
Next matter will be Sean Frederick Tyson. Commit violence on your brother. You and your brother had a little Christmas tangle,
Something like that, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
How old are you?
36.
Where you live?
I live in Rockledge.
I can't hear you.
I live in Rockledge.
What type of work you do?
I'm a marketing consultant, do online marketing.
You're a marketing consultant?
Yeah, I'm in school. I got one more class left for my degree.
Where you go to school?
Eastern Florida State College. Organizational Management, BAS.
You're failing. You get an F in every course you take in.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, that's true.
That is not true.
Because you're home with your brother and you can't organize business there.
Okay.
What kind of organizational management is that if you're getting fighting with your brother? That's you getting a straight F, man.
That's true.
Because if what you learned in school, you got to apply it outside of the classroom.
That's a good point.
That's why you go to school.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
So you're studying organizational management. You're disorganizing and you're mismanaging. You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
You got to apply what you're learning in school.
You're right.
Is it a big brother or your little brother?
It's an older brother. 40.
Older brother?
Yeah.
And you fighting with him? Where are you from?
I'm from Rockledge. I was born here, raised in D.C., came back.
So what are we going to do with you? You got no bond now.
I was looking if there any way I can get out of here and then.
Organizational management. You're disorganizing and you're mismanaging. Let's see what you got, Mr. Tyson.
Gonna work Okay.
Just because your name is Tyson don't mean you're gonna get in a fight all the time.
No.
You got cannabis, ain't nobody gonna employ you. Cannabis, drug paraphernalia, battery, DV in 2000, failure to appear, exposure of sexual organs, forgery, bank bill. Who's gonna hire you?
That's why I work for myself.
Uttering a forged instrument. Battery in 01, drop. Exposure of, are you on probation now for exposure of sexual organs?
No, sir. I haven't been on probation.
Load or lascivious. Miss Abedi, where are we talking about? JLA?
No, he's not on supervision, so he's not any,
Not at all.
you have to be on probation to be qualified for JLA.
Don't call your brother. Don't go back where he lives. You understand that? I have no contact with him. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Bond will be $2,500 cash or surety. You got the money to pay for your own lawyer?
Not yet.
Public defender appointed.
Yes, sir.
We need to get into it. People.
Judge,
Anyone who didn't hear the name, everybody, we call everybody, state and defense.
we have one time return. I believe they live in the same place.
You got any clothing there?
Yes, I do. I gotta get my car and stuff, and that's it.
30 minutes for the police to regain his essential items.
Okay.
What do we have?
The gentleman from Puerto Rico, his parents are out on visitation. I just want you to be aware that there's people that are gonna be watching, and so if he's only been here from Puerto Rico for 3 days, so.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
What did he possess, Mr. Beatty, the gentleman from Puerto Rico? What did he possess? Does it possess your drug paraphernalia?
Paraphernalia, it was, particular specific.
Deputy, he says the parents are in the viewing. Is there any way we can get them down here? You don't bring parents down here. I don't want to violate your protocol or your security.
No, they can watch it on TV.
Okay, that's good. That's good enough for me. I don't run the show here with security. Have them step forward. What's his name?
Soto?
Senor, ¿cómo se llama?
Welcome to Language Line Solutions.
Omar
Please
Soto.
enter your 6-digit client ID. For Spanish, press 1, or please enter the 5-digit extension number. Please hold for an interpreter.
I have this sheet.
Okay, I give that to you.
There you go.
Okay. Like yesterday, they got us all for an interpreter and we got put off.
Before you leave, you're still logged on there, so if you want to sign off of that so that your email and stuff isn't on that computer. I just locked it yesterday, but the next judge that comes in, I don't intend to.
What do we log off from? We gotta get on or what?
There you go.
So we gotta actually log on, then cancel?
Yeah.
How do you log on then? So what do we do?
You should
Just
be able to
log on, then cancel?
Just log in and then we'll log you out.
We get an interpreter, like we're gonna end up like yesterday, I think.
I think we always use the first one.
Your client ID is inactive.
You can enter it yet. Had stuck.
Welcome to Language Line Solutions. Please enter your 6-digit client ID. For Spanish, press 1. Please enter the 5-digit extension number. Please hold for an interpreter.
Thank you for calling Language Line Solutions. This is Ana, ID number 204155, and I will be your Spanish interpreter today. Is the customer with you? Do you need me to call them for you?
Hello, Miss Anna. I'm Judge Majeed. We're in the court here in Brevard County, Florida. How are you today?
Thank you, Your Honor, for asking. I am doing fine, and I'm ready for your instructions.
I have a gentleman in front of me. He's from Puerto Rico, and we're going to proceed with his case. Señor, ¿cómo se llama?
Omar Soto,
All right. ¿A dónde vives?
Puerto Rico.
All right. I would like you to explain to him what he's charged with, madam. And he is charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. Will you tell him for me, please?
Ahora yo voy a hacer una intérprete para usted y el señor juez. A usted se le está acusando de estar en posesión de lo que son artículos para el consumo o venta de drogas.
Mr. Beatty, what is it that he actually possessed?
He had a smoking pipe.
Exactamente lo que tenía.
We're going to tell him what it is he possessed. He had it. Let's hear you, Mr. Beatty.
He had a pipe in his pocket that tested positive for marijuana.
Okay, madam, if you'll tell him that. The police said that they searched him and he had a pipe in his pocket that tested for marijuana. They said why they stopped him?
He was in a car that was stopped, being driven by someone else that was stopped for a
He was a
traffic
passenger.
stop. Yes.
All right. Madam, they stopped the car. He was a passenger in the car. They searched him and they found a pipe in his pocket that had marijuana in it. Tell him that for me, please.
Sí, en este caso el oficial está indicando y el señor juez dice que se le informe a usted que usted iba como pasajero en un vehículo conducido por otra persona. El vehículo fue detenido. Cuando lo revisaron a usted, encontraron que usted tenía una pipa que tenía marihuana.
¿Comprende, señor? Okay, we're going to send him home now. We're going to release him ROR.
Judge, he's from Puerto Rico.
That's an American territory, Mr.
I
Beatty.
understand, Judge, but also is likely not going to show back up for
Well,
this.
we'll deal with that at the time. I'm going to send him home, release him ROR, and I'll appoint a public defender to represent him, madam. He has to come back to court unless you're willing to make him an offer now, Mr. Beatty.
Well, actually, yeah, if he wants.
I would suggest a fine and court costs or something.
That's what it was going to be, is a fine and court cost.
Let's hear you.
Okay, adjudication of guilt, court costs, and a $100 fine payable in 30 days.
Mr. Kennedy, would you be a friend of the court and discuss with him what the offer is?
Judge,
Sí,
Can't be that.
en este caso, yo le puedo dejar irse a la casa a no ser que le quieran hacer una oferta. Sí queremos hacerle una oferta. Queremos que acepte que haya una multa de $100 más los costos de la audiencia y esto lo puede pagar en 30 días. ¿Puede usted darle la oferta a él?
Madam Interpreter, he has two choices.
Yes, Your Honor.
He has two choices. One, I can send him home now. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent him. And he has to come back to court at a later date, and his case is going to be set for trial. He has to probably come back to court 2 or 3 times. Either that, or he can plead guilty to this charge. He's going to get a fine, and he's going to get court costs. He has to do so without a lawyer, and it will be on his record. Now, those are his choices. Are you going to go back to Puerto Rico soon, sir? When are you going back?
En este caso,
Just a minute,
en este caso,
Just a minute,
yes,
Madam
Your Honor.
Interpreter. You going back to Puerto Rico? When are you going back? ¿Cuándo?
3 January.
Yeah, well, if he's going to leave, he's not going to come back, madam. If he does not want to enter this plea now, then he will have to stay here. He cannot go back to Puerto Rico until these cases are finished. If he goes back to Puerto Rico and the case is not finished, we'll issue a warrant for his arrest. Explain that to him, please.
En este caso usted tiene dos opciones. Una es de que se le mande a la casa y yo le voy a asignar un abogado y tendría una audiencia separada, pero tendría que presentarse en el juzgado al menos 2 o 3 veces. Si no, también usted puede reconocer estos cargos y no estaría representado por un abogado y tendría los costos del juzgado más una multa. En este caso eso sí quedaría en el expediente. Como usted se va a ir el 3 de enero, si usted quiere aceptar los cargos en este momento, así lo puede hacer, pero en caso de que no fuera así y usted no se presente a las audiencias, entonces se va a poner una orden de arresto contra usted.
¿Comprende, señor? What would you like to do?
¿Qué le gustaría hacer?
La primera.
He wants to do the first one.
First option.
Yes. Which means you would like to enter a plea today and pay a fine?
¿Y usted entonces quiere hoy hacer su declaración y pagar la multa?
¿Cuánto sería la multa?
How much would that fine be?
The fine is $500, but because it is his first offense, we're going to reduce it to $100.
La multa es de $500, pero como esta es una ofensa de una primera vez, se va a reducir a $100.
$100, señor. You will have to pay $100 más cosa de corte.
¿Cuánto serían los costos de la corte?
And how much would that be, the cost?
We don't know, madam. Is it about 2 something?
About 236, 46.
In all, madam, it will be about $400.
Sería de $400.
He's getting a $400 discount.
Le estarían haciendo un descuento de $400.
Y tendría que volver a la corte.
And if I do that, do I have to show in court again?
He does not have to come back to court. He has to pay the money. He has to, and then he can go to Puerto Rico on the when you go on the 3rd of January or the 13th?
3.
3. Unos, dos, tres.
En este caso no tendría que presentarse más al juzgado. Lo único que tiene que hacer es pagar los costos y la multa, y cuando regresa el 3 a Puerto Rico.
Sí, y quedaría en el expediente.
Yes, on the 3rd. But would this be kept in my record?
Yes, it will be in his record. Are we withholding on him, Mr. Beatty?
It was going to be an adjudication, Judge.
Well, it's his first time. It's a paraphernalia. Would you consider withholding him?
That's fine, if that's what's
So, yeah,
done.
it will be on his record, but it will show withhold, which means it will not show conviction.
Sí, en este caso sí quedaría en su expediente, pero no quedaría como que fue convicto.
Y me iría el 3 y lo pagaría ¿cómo? ¿Cuándo?
And when do I need to pay that if I choose to?
He has to pay it before he goes back to Puerto Rico.
Tiene que pagarlo antes de regresar a Puerto Rico.
Pues está bien.
That's fine.
Is that what you would like to do?
¿Eso es lo que quiere hacer?
Sí.
All right. Anyone threaten you or frighten you to enter this? You need to ask him these questions to me, madam. Anyone threaten you or frighten you to get you to enter this plea today?
¿Alguien le amenazó o lo obligó a que usted hiciera esta declaración el día de hoy?
No.
No.
All right. He pleads no contest. He's going to get a fine of $100, $100 más cosa de corte, and you have to pay before you go back to Puerto Rico. You understand that?
En este caso usted se declaró de que no va a contrarrestar estos cargos, por lo cual entonces se le pone una multa de $100 más los costos de la audiencia y y tiene que pagarlos antes de irse a Puerto Rico. ¿Usted comprende esto?
Sí.
Yes.
Now I have to tell him that if he's not a citizen, he could be deported. Señor, no es un ciudadano, es posible que sea deportado. ¿Comprende? ¿Comprende, madam? You can explain that to him for me, please?
También tengo que indicarle que en caso de que usted no sea ciudadano americano, existe la posibilidad de que pueda ser deportado. ¿Entiende esto?
Sí. Tengo pasaporte.
Yes.
All right.
But I have the passport.
All right. I don't need to know that. The law says I do not need to ask him whether he's a citizen or not. I just need to tell him that.
Sí, la ley me indica a mí que yo no tengo que preguntarle a usted cuál es su estado migratorio, si es ciudadano o no. Nada más decirle que existe el riesgo.
I don't need to know whether he's a citizen, whether he has a green card. The law says I cannot ask that, but I just need to tell him if he's not a citizen, he could be deported.
Sí, en este caso la ley dice que yo no tengo que saber si usted tiene tarjeta de residente permanente o de ciudadano. Yo no le puedo preguntar eso. Lo único que tengo que decirle es que si usted no es ciudadano, existe la posibilidad de que usted pueda ser deportado.
Está bien.
All right. Señor, su caso ha terminado. Siéntese, por favor.
Gracias, thank you.
Thank you, Madam Interpreter. You did a fine job. This will conclude the matter.
Thank you for using our services, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.